My name is Nathan, and at the time I lived with my mom and sister in Washington. I attended middle school just outside of Seattle, and that was the place I spent most of my time. I mostly hung out with friends, and would even sometimes stay after school to just chill out or catch up on homework. Anyway, this took place in the fall of '88, and it's by far the most terrifying and stressful situation either of my friends and I have ever been in. If I can remember correctly, it was the last day of school before winter break, and my friends Andrew and Joel and I were sitting at our lunch table as usual, eager for the holiday break. To begin, one of our friends, who we'll call Andrew, had recommended we go for a hike up a trail to this neat abandoned sugar shack he had found in Gifford National Forest. Andrew was the outdoors type of person and would commonly find cool places for us to explore or visit. Being young teens in the 80s, there wasn't much to do for entertainment, so we were left with whatever we could find that we thought was cool. We had made a plan to meet at Andrew's house that night at around 7. Anyway, that night I told my mom I'm sleeping over at, and that I'd be back in the morning. With her being good friends with my mom, with my friend's parents, she didn't think twice about it and told me to have fun. I biked over to Andrew's house, and from there we all biked at the national park, which wasn't as far as we thought. We started to walk our bikes up the trail, and after a good 30 minutes we finally spot the shack Andrew had mentioned. It was this old rundown wooden hut with a logo that read American Sugar Company. On the front, American Sugar Company was an old sugar company that went out of business in the 40s, and I guess they had operated several of these shacks around the US. Why they installed a shack in the middle of the woods, I don't know, but we didn't seem to care all that much. Andrew suggested to Joel and I to start gathering up some wood from the trees so that we could start a bonfire. Probably not legal, I know. Anyway, we gathered some wood and light up a fire to warm ourselves up, as temperatures were dropping like crazy. However, not even a minute after we started the fire, we see 2 pairs of headlights coming down the trail we came on, approaching us fast. We instantly assumed that it had to have been the cops, and that they probably saw the fire we had started. Not knowing what else to do, we kind of just accepted that we were probably busted and waited for this vehicle to arrive. As this vehicle made its appearance, however, we could tell that it was anything but a police car. Approaching us slowly was a white unmarked van that parked just a few feet away from us. The doors open and we all see these 2 guys come out dressed in all black. One of the men approaches us and says the following: "Hi there, we're police officers. You've trespassed on private property. You're going to have to come with us." He then proceeds to pull out a crumpled up piece of paper. The show was proof of identification or something. We may have been young, but we sure as well weren't stupid. By any means, I was all too aware of the whole stranger danger thing, and I could tell that these guys were clearly not police officers. I could tell that both Andrew and Joel thought the same thing I had thought, and Andrew signs to us that we had to run. I remember Joel making a small talk with them, pretending to act all innocent, when Andrew yells for us to run. At that point, we're all in our bikes pedaling like hell trying to get away from where these people were. However, that's when we see them run back to the van and attempt to chase us down. Thankfully, we had already managed to lose them. By going back to Andrew's house, none of our parents managed to find out about this, and nothing has ever happened. Since about a month later, Andrew had been watching the news with his parents when a chilling news report came on about a murder that happened not too far from where we all lived. When the police had shown who they suspected, he almost puked. They were the same men who tried to chase us down last month, and had been found guilty after breaking into the home of an elder man and killing the homeowner. Till this day, We're still thankful that we knew better in that situation and that we're still alive. And well, I'm still in contact with Joel, but not Andrew, unfortunately. And I'll always have a horror story to tell about how my friends and I were almost potentially killed that night.